Welcome to Dreamy Tales, where soothing stories guide you into a peaceful night's sleep. Enjoy imaginative bedtime stories that take you on a journey to the land of dreams, accompanied by relaxing background sounds to help you unwind and drift off easily. Perfect for both children and adults, Dreamy Tales is your ideal companion to relax, wind down, and enjoy tranquil moments. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and share it with others. Tune in, relax, and let your mind wander into a world of calm and serenity with us. In the quaint village of Whiskerville, where the sun always seemed to shine just a little brighter and the flowers bloomed in a riot of colors, lived a clever little cat named Cleo. With her shiny black fur and bright green eyes, she was known throughout the village for her quick wit and adventurous spirit. Cleo loved nothing more than solving mysteries, whether they were about missing toys or the sudden disappearance of the village's favorite snack, fish. One bright morning, as Cleo stretched her paws and basked in the sunlight streaming through her window, she was suddenly interrupted by a loud commotion outside. She leaped to her feet and peeked out. A frantic duck named Dilly was waddling around the pond, quacking loudly, while Timmy the Turtle slowly emerged from the water, looking confused. "What's going on?" Cleo asked as she bounded out the door. "Oh, Cleo," Dilly quacked, flapping his wings in distress. "You have to help us. The fish are missing. Every single one of them has disappeared from the pond." Cleo's ears perked up at the mention of missing fish. The villagers loved to fish at the pond, and the sudden disappearance would surely upset everyone. "Don't worry, Dilly. I'll get to the bottom of this," she reassured him. Timmy, who had just reached the bank, spoke up. "I saw a shadow last night while I was swimming. It looked really big. I think something or someone took the fish." Cleo nodded, her mind already racing with possibilities. She had heard tales of strange creatures lurking in the woods, and now she had a mystery to solve. "Let's gather some more information before we jump to conclusions," she suggested. With Dilly and Timmy by her side, Cleo set off on her investigation. They approached the edge of the pond, where the grass was slightly trampled, and paw prints were visible in the mud. Cleo crouched down to inspect the prints. "These look fresh. They lead away from the pond," she said, pointing with her paw. "Do you think we should follow them?" Dilly asked, his voice trembling a little. "Absolutely," Cleo replied confidently. "We need to see where they lead. Stay close." As they followed the trail of prints, they encountered Ricky the Raccoon, known for his knack for getting into trouble. Ricky was rummaging through a pile of fallen leaves, seemingly unaware of their approach. "Hey, Ricky," Cleo called out. "Have you seen anyone suspicious around the pond? We're investigating the missing fish." Ricky looked up, a bit startled, then grinned. "Well, I did see a shadow lurking near the pond last night. It was huge. I thought it was just my imagination until I heard the splashes." Cleo's heart raced. "Did you see what it was?" "No, but it was fast. It disappeared into the bushes," Ricky replied, his eyes wide with excitement. Thank you, Ricky. We'll check it out, Cleo said, feeling more determined than ever. They continued on their way, and soon they reached the edge of the woods. The path was narrow and winding, with tall trees casting eerie shadows. Cleo looked at her companions. Keep your eyes peeled. We don't know what we might find in there. As they entered the woods, a faint sound caught Cleo's attention. It was a soft rustling, almost like whispering. The trio crept forward, following the sound until they came upon a clearing. To their astonishment, they found a group of animals gathered around a peculiar sight, a huge creature with glossy scales that shimmered in the dappled sunlight. What is that? Dilly gasped, his eyes wide. I think it's a dragon, Timmy whispered, backing away slightly. Cleo squinted to get a better look. Wait! It's not a dragon. It looks like a giant lizard of some kind. She took a cautious step forward. Excuse me. What are you doing here? The creature turned its massive head and fixed its golden eyes on Cleo. I am Zorak, the guardian of the forest. I mean no harm, little cat. I have come to protect this land. Cleo's heart raced. We've heard rumors that fish have gone missing from the pond. Do you know anything about it? Zorak sighed deeply, causing the leaves around them to shake. Yes, I do. You see, my friends, I have a deep bond with the creatures of the forest. Last night, a group of mischievous squirrels raided the pond, taking all the fish to their hidden stash. They thought they could eat them all without anyone noticing. Cleo furrowed her brow. Mischievous squirrels? But why would they do that? They wanted to impress their friends and show off their bravery, Zorak explained. But now, they have a problem. They didn't think about how to keep the fish alive without water. They're in trouble. We have to help them, Cleo exclaimed. They may have made a mistake, but they didn't mean any harm. We need to retrieve the fish before it's too late. With Zorak leading the way, the group set off deeper into the woods. They followed the sound of chattering squirrels until they arrived at a towering oak tree. The trunk was hollow, and from within, they could hear the frantic squeaks of the squirrels. Hey, you! Open up! Cleo called out, her voice echoing through the trees. A little squirrel peeked out, his cheeks stuffed with fish. Uh-oh! It's Cleo, he exclaimed, scrambling back inside. Come out, we need to talk, Cleo said, trying to sound stern but friendly. After a moment, the squirrels slowly emerged, looking guilty. We didn't mean to take all the fish, the lead squirrel admitted, his eyes downcast. We were just trying to impress everyone with our bravery. Cleo sighed, her heart softening. I understand, but you've taken something that belongs to all of us. The fish need water to survive. You must return them to the pond. The squirrels looked at each other, fear and regret crossing their faces. But how? One of them asked. We'll help you, Timmy offered, stepping forward. Let's work together. We can carry them back." And so, with the help of Zorak, Dilly, Timmy, and even Ricky, the group organized themselves. The squirrels gathered the fish they had taken and, under Cleo's watchful eye, carefully transported them back to the pond. The sight of the shimmering fish being returned brought a wave of relief. When they arrived at the pond, the villagers had gathered, curious about the ruckus. Cleo stood proudly as she explained what had happened. The villagers listened with wide eyes, then erupted in cheers when they saw the fish safely returned. "Thank you, Cleo," Dilly quacked joyfully. "You solved the mystery." Cleo smiled, knowing that together they had learned a valuable lesson about teamwork and understanding. The squirrels apologized to the villagers and promised never to take what didn't belong to them again. As the sun set over Whiskerville, casting a golden glow over the pond, Cleo basked in the joy of the day's adventure. "What a day it's been," she said, turning to her friends. "Yes, and I couldn't have asked for better company," Dilly replied. "Me too," Timmy added. "Let's have a feast to celebrate our friendship." The friends gathered around the pond, feasting and laughing, grateful for the adventure and the bonds they had strengthened. Cleo knew that no matter what mysteries lay ahead, with her friends by her side, they could face anything together. As the night deepened and the stars twinkled above, the animals settled around the pond. Cleo lay back on the soft grass, gazing at the night sky. "You know," she began, "there are so many more mysteries out there waiting to be solved." Dilly looked at her, a twinkle in his eye. "What do you mean?" "I've heard whispers of strange happenings in the meadow. Maybe we should investigate," Cleo suggested, her adventurous spirit igniting once more. Timmy chuckled, "Count me in. I'm always ready for an adventure, as long as it involves snacks." The other animals chimed in with their enthusiasm, and Cleo felt a warm glow of happiness in her heart. Their bond had grown stronger through their challenges, and she was ready to take on whatever mystery came their way. With renewed excitement, Cleo stood up and said, "Tomorrow, we'll set out to uncover the secrets of the meadow. But for tonight, let's enjoy our feast." The animals cheered, diving into the delicious spread of snacks they had prepared. As laughter filled the air, Cleo couldn't help but think about how lucky she was to have such wonderful friends by her side. No matter what the future held, she was ready for more adventures in the charming village of Whiskerville. And so, with dreams of new mysteries dancing in their heads, they celebrated their friendship under the shimmering stars, knowing that together, they could solve any puzzle that came their way.